Hey bro, let's get real for a second. You ever sit with your friends and wonder, does someone's body count actually matter for long-term relationships? Like, is there a number after which things just change? Or is it all just hype and internet drama? I mean, you've probably seen those viral videos. After 7 partners, a woman can't bond anymore. Or high body count equal guaranteed heartbreak. But is any of that actually true? Or is it just another internet myth designed to get clicks and stir up drama? Today, we're cutting through the noise. No lectures, no judgment. Just a chill, honest convo about what science, psychology, and real people's stories actually say about this whole body count debate. Whether you're single, dating, or just tired of the same old advice, stick around. I promise you'll leave with answers, and maybe a new perspective. Let's be honest, this topic is everywhere. TikTok, Insta, YouTube, everyone's got an opinion. Some say it's nobody's business. Others claim it's a deal breaker. And then there are those viral videos with wild claims. After 7 partners, a woman can't bond, or high body count equal guaranteed heartbreak. But why do we care so much? Simple. We all want to avoid pain. No one wants to invest years in someone only to end up hurt or betrayed. So the question is, does the past really predict the future? Or are we just overthinking it? And let's be real, bro. Most of us have been burned at least once. Maybe you dated someone who seemed perfect, but things fell apart, and you started wondering, was it something in their past or mine? That's why this topic hits so hard. Let's break it down. Pair bonding is just a fancy way of saying deep connection. It's that feeling when you're with someone and you just know you're a team, even when life gets messy. When you're close to someone, physically or emotionally, your brain releases chemicals like oxytocin, the cuddle hormone, dopamine, the reward one, and vasopressin, the loyalty one. These help you trust, attach, and feel safe. Fun fact: most of what we know about pair bonding comes from animal studies, like those prairie voles that mate for life. In humans, it's more complicated, but the same chemicals are at play. But here's the million-dollar question. If you've had a lot of partners, does your brain get numb to bonding? Or is that just a myth? Let's see what the research says. You've probably seen those viral charts. Women with 10+ partners have a 33% divorce rate. But what's the real story? According to the Institute for Family Studies, 2016, and recent Wheatley Institute updates, 2023 to 24, women with 0, 1 premarital partners have the lowest 5-year divorce rates, around 5 to 10%. The risk rises with more partners. 2, 4 partners is about 15 to 20%, and 10+ partners is around 30 to 33%. But here's the catch. These are correlations, not guarantees. There's no magic number where everything breaks. It's more like the more short-term relationships, the higher the risk, on average. And it's not just women. Men with more premarital partners also see higher divorce rates, though the effect is sometimes a bit less. So is there a point of no return? Not really. The 7 partners thing you hear online isn't from any real study. Most research just shows that on average, more partners equal higher risk, but there's no hard cutoff. And let's not forget, other factors matter too. Age at marriage, education, religious beliefs, family background, and even personality traits all play a role. For example, people who marry young or have unstable upbringings are more likely to divorce, regardless of partner count. So, while the numbers are interesting, they're just one piece of the puzzle. Let's talk brain science for a sec. Yes, oxytocin and dopamine are released during sex and help people bond. But is there proof that having multiple partners permanently damages your ability to love? Nope. Most of the hardcore pair bonding breaks after ex-partners stuff comes from animal studies, not humans. In humans, repeated breakups or casual flings might make some people more guarded or less trusting. But your brain doesn't just shut off after a certain number. Therapy, self-reflection, and maturity can all help people form strong bonds, even after a wild past. So, while lots of short-term relationships can make things trickier, it's not destiny. People can and do change. And let's be honest, bro. Sometimes it's not even about the number. It's about the meaning behind those experiences. Did you learn? Did you heal? Or did you just keep running from one person to the next? So why do people with more partners sometimes struggle in long-term relationships? Here's what psychologists say. 1. Patterns and habits. If you're used to short-term flings, you might get bored or restless in a long-term relationship. 2. Emotional baggage. Repeated breakups can leave scars, trust issues, fear of commitment, or just feeling jaded. 3. Comparison trap. The more people you've dated, the more you might compare your current partner to past ones. 4. Attachment styles. Early experiences, not just sexual history, shape how we bond. Some people develop avoidant or anxious styles that make commitment harder. But here's the good news. These are patterns, not life sentences. With self-awareness and effort, people can break the cycle. And remember, this isn't just about women. Men face the same issues. In fact, some studies show that men with high partner counts are even more likely to struggle with commitment and satisfaction in marriage. Let's get practical. If you're dating and wondering if someone's past might affect your future together, what should you look for? Serial short-term relationships. If someone jumps from one relationship to the next with no breaks, it could mean they're chasing the honeymoon phase and avoiding real intimacy. Emotional detachment. If they talk about exes with zero emotion or seem unfazed by breakups, it might be a red flag. Avoiding conflict. People who bail at the first sign of trouble may not have learned how to work through issues. Comparison or nostalgia. If they constantly compare you to past partners, it can undermine your connection. But remember, context matters. Someone might have a high count because of a wild phase in college, but now they're ready to settle down. Or maybe they've done the work to heal and grow. And don't forget, sometimes the person with the cleanest past can still struggle with commitment, while someone with a wild history might be the most loyal partner you'll ever meet. It's about growth, not just numbers. Here's where we get real. Not everyone with a long dating history is doomed to fail at love. In fact, some people with colorful pasts make the best partners. They've learned what they want, what they don't, and how to communicate. Therapy, self-reflection, and maturity can all help people overcome old patterns. The key is honesty with yourself and your partner. If you're worried about your own history or your partner's, talk about it. Ask questions, share your concerns, and remember, everyone has baggage. What matters is how you carry it. So what's the takeaway? Here's my advice, as a friend, not a guru. Don't judge by numbers alone. Look at patterns, not just stats. Have honest conversations. Ask about past relationships, but focus on what they learned, not just what they did. Watch for growth. Is your partner self-aware? Have they changed? Are they willing to work on things? Set your own standards. If someone's past makes you uncomfortable, that's valid. But don't let fear or internet myths make your decisions for you. Remember, this applies to everyone. Men, women, non-binary, relationship skills matter more than numbers. And if you're the one with a complicated past, don't beat yourself up. What matters is what you do now. Are you willing to grow, to be honest, to build trust? That's what counts. Let's keep it current. Recent studies, like the Wheatley Institute 2023 and new NSFG data, confirm the same pattern. Higher partner counts correlate with higher divorce risk for both men and women. But here's what's new. The risk is highest for those with 9-10+ partners, but it's not a guarantee. Many people with high counts still have happy, lasting marriages, especially if they've matured, healed, and learned from the past. The biggest predictors of success: communication, emotional intelligence, and willingness to work through issues, not just the number of exes. So, if you're worried about your or your partner's past, focus on what you can control: honesty, growth, and building a real connection. Look, relationships are complicated. The past matters, but it's not the whole story. Science gives us clues, not commandments. If you're looking for love, focus on honesty, growth, and connection, not just someone's body count. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more real talk about dating and relationships, and share your thoughts below. Did anything surprise you? Do you agree or disagree? Let's get a real conversation going. And remember, your future isn't written in your past. You get to choose what happens next.